Hey everyone, James Niggemeyer here. In a time where everyone's throwing swim baits and swim jigs and chatterbaits and those types of baits, I want to say don't sleep on your square bill crankbaits. Square bill crankbaits have been around for a while, and I feel like in a lot of instances they've fallen out of favor. But here we are, it's May, and you've got, in some places, you got a shad spawn that's already happening or it's coming. And the shad spawn is great when it's happening early, but then after that, the fish kind of move off the bank a little bit or into deeper water, and you need something that'll dive down and get around them, and that profile is tremendous at it. One of the other things that makes the square bill crankbait so good is its ability to draw reaction strikes. The way that the lip and the body are designed, they can go down into those deeper depths and draw a reaction strike by contacting cover like wood, rocks, lay down, dock posts, dock pilings, dock flotations, anything that might be in the water. When that bill hits it, it changes its direction, it does that directional change, and then it can draw a reaction strike like few other baits can. The naturalistic profile of bait fish or bluegill in those shallow areas and the blur of it coming by at a pretty quick clip with that vibration. There's a lot of things that are happening, that are going on, that make it unique and make it a very important tool that you don't want to overlook this time of year, because, you know, like I said, you can really kind of get into, man, I need to throw a swim jig, need to throw a chatterbait, need to throw a swim bait, and those baits are tremendous and they work. But I'm going to say don't sleep on square bill crankbaits or crankbaits in general, like shallow runners in and around that cover. Their ability to swim through those areas and be in those zones, shade lines, anything like that, anything that might hold a fish and draw a reaction strike from those fish as it contacts the cover that they're in and around. The ability for the square bill crankbait to do that is tremendous. And right now we're probably all focused on that shad spawn, so you know you're going to want something that's kind of a shad or sexy shad type pattern for that. In some places that'll be chartreuse blackback might be the call. Tennessee shad pattern might be good. And then as you move into later in towards summer, you're going to probably be thinking about a bluegill spawn, so your bluegill type patterns can be really good. Having a couple of different colors is good, like your whites or your shads will imitate those bait fish patterns, and then your darker colors can imitate those bluegill and those young of the year bluegill up there that are going to be spawning. And even now they might be eating the eggs of the bass that are up there, the remnant bass that are up there left over from the spawn, the late spawners. I wanted to do this video because I was thinking about it the last week at just guiding some on Lake Fork. I was really focused on the chatterbait and the swim jig and the swim bait, and those are things that are great and they get bites. But I had to remind myself not to sleep on a crankbait, not to sleep on a square bill. This is a Bill Lewis ATV 1.5. If you've not fished one of these, they have a tremendous ability to come and go over and through cover. Something about the combination of that round bulbous body and the lip enable it to kind of move through cover, and also it's quite a buoyant bait. It wants to traverse and go over and around, unlike in a lot of other square bill crankbaits that I have fished in the past. So make sure you check that one out. The 1.0, the 1.5, and the 2.5 sizes just kind of match the hatch for what you see in the water on your favorite place. And again, once the shad spawn's over, some of those fish are in the area or adjacent to those areas, getting a bait down in and around lower in the water column, and still a bait that can still generate strikes with its directional change and careening off cover like a square bill is a great choice. So just a quick video for you guys today, kind of a reminder series. I probably should add that to my playlist, but I think I've got enough playlists on there. I sure appreciate you guys all watching the videos. If you got anything out of this, please give me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. If you're a tried and true square bill thrower, I have been for years, but I've kind of gotten away from it. And I don't know how many great fish that I've caught, how many great days of water on the water that I've had throwing a square bill. Man, it's just a reminder, a wake-up call for me. make sure you go into the description section. There you'll have my website, my social media channels, and a link to my merch. Team Niggemeyer Fishing. It's probably the best way to help support the channel. Until next time, thanks for watching and good fishing.